Hello fellow boomers, welcome back to our channel. Settle in and let's roll the reel. Do you remember lining up at the theater? Marilyn Monroe lighting up the screen? James Dean smoldering with rebellion? Those nights when the house lights dimmed and magic took over? The curtains parted and the world felt bigger. We sang along with the sound of music and felt the pulse of West Side Story. Then came the seismic waves. Star Wars, The Godfather, Jaws. Films that didn't just entertain, they defined eras and bound us to the silver screen for life. Nowadays, the film industry stands at a crossroads. For over a century, movies were purely human imagination. Directors, writers, actors, and artisans crafting stories frame by frame. Now, AI enters not just as a tool, but as a creative force, writing scripts, conjuring visual effects, even directing sequences. This isn't science fiction. It's happening, and it's reshaping how movies get made. Stay with us until the end, because we're going to show you, yes, you, how to use these very tools to craft your own films, even if you've never picked up a camera. The next decade could be the most exciting era in cinema since those golden years we cherish, and we'd love to hear from you. Drop a comment with your favorite classic film, and tell us whether you think AI can ever capture that same magic. If you love cinema, please like this video, subscribe for more conversations about storytelling's future, and share it with fellow movie lovers. So how exactly is AI reshaping the filmmaking process? Let's start at the beginning. Pre-production. This is where stories are born, where ideas transform into concrete plans. Tools like ChatGPT and Scriptbook are revolutionizing how filmmakers approach this crucial phase. Writers can now brainstorm with AI, generating dialogue options, exploring plot possibilities, and refining character arcs with unprecedented speed. Scriptbook goes further, analyzing scripts to predict their viability by examining pacing, character development, and narrative structure. Virtual location scouting, powered by AI, can search through massive databases to find the perfect setting without filmmakers ever leaving their offices. Production design, traditionally a labor-intensive process requiring teams of artists, can now be enhanced by AI systems that analyze design trends and suggest cohesive aesthetics aligned with the film's vision. Move into actual production, and AI's capabilities become even more striking. Platforms like Sora can generate high-quality footage and visual effects in real time, allowing directors to experiment with different scenes and styles without the extensive manual labor that once defined filmmaking. Production design elements that might have taken weeks to create can now be generated in hours, with AI producing intricate set designs and detailed props based on predefined parameters. This acceleration is revolutionary, yet here's where we encounter our first significant limitation. AI struggles with storytelling continuity. The nuanced understanding of narrative flow, the subtle character development that builds across scenes, the emotional arc that gives a story its power, these remain challenging for AI. A machine can generate visually stunning sequences, but maintaining the coherent thread that makes a story resonate requires the kind of intuitive understanding that humans possess almost instinctively. Post-production is where AI truly shines in terms of technical capability. Visual effects, once the most labor-intensive aspect of filmmaking, are being transformed. Consider The Irishman, where AI-driven techniques de-aged actors, creating performances that would have been impossible with traditional methods. AI algorithms can automate rotoscoping, compositing, and color grading, tasks that once consumed thousands of hours of human labor. Even more remarkably, AI is being used for voice recreation. In Star Wars: The Rise of Skywalker, AI helped recreate Carrie Fisher's voice, honoring her legacy and allowing her character's story to continue. Beyond these technical achievements, AI is also being used to analyze audience preferences and trends, helping filmmakers make informed decisions about pacing, emotional beats, and narrative structure. Current AI graphics engines have reached remarkable heights. Using deep learning algorithms, they can produce stunningly realistic images and animations with intricate textures, lifelike character models, and dynamic environments. Tools like NVIDIA's GANs, generative adversarial networks, and OpenAI's DALL-E allow artists to create high-quality visuals from simple text prompts. But here's what's truly fascinating. AI is beginning to mimic human emotion in ways that resonate with audiences. By analyzing vast datasets of films and literature, AI systems can understand emotional arcs and character development, generating stories that evoke genuine feelings. The short film Sunspring, written entirely by an AI, demonstrates this capability. While unconventional and sometimes bizarre, it manages to engage viewers, raising profound questions about the nature of creativity itself. This brings us to perhaps the most significant aspect: democratization. For the first time in cinema history, aspiring creators without formal training or extensive resources can harness professional-grade tools to bring their visions to life. AI-driven video editing software, automated script generators, and graphic design applications are dismantling the barriers that previously restricted filmmaking to a select few. Anyone with a vision and access to these tools can now create high-quality content. This democratization fosters innovation and encourages the emergence of diverse voices, voices that the traditional Hollywood system might never have heard. But democratization comes with a price, and that price is being paid by professionals whose careers are built on the very skills AI is now automating. Editors, visual effects artists, colorists, and sound designers, roles that once required years of specialized training, are increasingly being handled by algorithms. While this process leads to efficiency and lower production costs, it raises urgent questions about job displacement. What happens to the craftspeople who've dedicated their lives to mastering these skills? The answer isn't simple. Yes, some roles may diminish, but new opportunities are emerging for professionals who can navigate the intersection of technology and storytelling, curating AI-generated content, managing AI tools, and integrating human creativity with machine capabilities. The industry isn't disappearing, it's transforming, and those who adapt will find their place in this new landscape. The financial implications are equally complex. On one hand, AI dramatically lowers production costs. AI now more efficiently accomplishes tasks that once required extensive human labor and significant budgets. This makes filmmaking more accessible to independent creators and smaller studios, potentially leading to a more diverse range of stories. On the other hand, the rapid production capabilities enabled by AI risk saturating the market. When everyone can produce content quickly and cheaply, what happens to the perceived value of cinema? The oversupply could drive down prices, diminish the cultural significance of films, and impact revenue streams for both major studios and independent filmmakers. Additionally, traditional revenue models built on box office sales, streaming subscriptions, and merchandise may need to evolve as the volume and variety of content explode. This leads to a crucial question: what will audiences want? Initially, viewers might be intrigued by the novelty of AI-generated films, especially if they're visually stunning and tailored to individual preferences. AI's ability to analyze viewer data and create personalized content could enhance satisfaction, offering niche genres and themes that traditional filmmakers might overlook. But novelty fades. Will audiences still be happy with AI-generated content as they get used to it? Or will they want more? This aspect is where the limitations of AI become most apparent. While AI can produce technically proficient films, it cannot infuse stories with the emotional depth, authenticity, and lived experience that human creators bring to their work. At the heart of artistic creation lies human expression, a unique blend of emotions, experiences, and perspectives that inform every creative choice. Artists draw upon their personal histories, cultural backgrounds, and emotional landscapes to create works that resonate on a deeply human level. The nuances of vulnerability, joy, and sorrow infuse art with meaning, allowing it to transcend aesthetics and connect with audiences in profound ways. When we engage with a film, we're not just watching images on a screen, we're reflecting on our own experiences and emotions. This connection fosters empathy and understanding, creating a shared space where we can explore complex themes and ideas together. AI can analyze patterns and mimic styles, but it cannot experience life. It cannot feel heartbreak, fall in love, struggle with moral dilemmas, or grapple with mortality. These fundamental human experiences shape how we tell stories, infusing them with the authenticity that makes them resonate. An AI might generate a technically perfect script with proper structure and pacing, but it's writing without ever having lived. It's creating emotional moments without ever having felt emotion. This distinction isn't subtle. It's the difference between a story that entertains and one that transforms. The question of whether AI can truly replicate human creativity cuts to the core of what we value in art. AI can generate content that mimics certain styles, produces visually stunning images, and constructs narratives that follow conventional patterns. But can it create art that moves us in the way great films do? Can it craft moments that stay with us long after the credits roll? Can it capture the ineffable quality that makes some stories universal and timeless? The answer, at least for now, appears to be no. AI creates without context, without the personal experiences that give art its soul. The result may be technically proficient, but it often lacks the authenticity that audiences seek. As algorithms increasingly dictate what stories are told and how they're presented, we face another significant risk: homogenization. AI's ability to curate content based on trends and audience preferences could lead to a narrowing of creative expression. The unique voices and perspectives that have traditionally driven storytelling could be overshadowed by data-driven decisions, stifling the very innovation and diversity that makes cinema culturally significant. AI reinforces existing patterns rather than challenging them when it analyzes past successes and suggests repeating them. True artistic innovation often comes from breaking conventions, taking risks, and exploring ideas that data might suggest are unmarketable. The legal landscape surrounding AI-generated content remains largely uncharted. Who owns the rights to a film created by AI? If an AI generates a script by analyzing thousands of existing screenplays, is that derivative work? Does it constitute copyright infringement? These questions don't have clear answers yet, and they make life difficult for an industry built on intellectual property rights. As AI becomes more integrated into filmmaking, new legal frameworks will need to emerge to address these complexities. Despite these concerns and limitations, AI's potential to revolutionize filmmaking is undeniable. The technology offers remarkable tools that can enhance creativity, streamline production, and expand the possibilities of visual storytelling. The key is finding the right balance, using AI to augment human creativity rather than replace it. Imagine a future where filmmakers utilize AI to handle technical tasks, concentrating their efforts on the subtle, emotionally impactful elements of storytelling that only humans can offer. In this scenario, AI becomes not a competitor, but a collaborator, handling automation while humans provide the vision, emotional intelligence, and lived experience that give stories their power. Could we be entering an era where AI democratizes filmmaking to such an extent that anyone with a vision can produce professional quality films? Possibly. But with that democratization comes responsibility, ensuring that the flood of content doesn't overwhelm quality, that the ease of creation doesn't lead to creative complacency, and that the efficiency gains don't come at the cost of livelihoods and artistic integrity. The industry must grapple with these questions now, before the technology advances beyond our ability to guide its implementation thoughtfully. What does all this mean for the future of cinema? It means we're witnessing a transformation as significant as the advent of sound, color, or digital effects. AI is a paradigm shift in filmmaking, not just another tool. But this transformation doesn't have to mean the end of human creativity in film. It can mean the beginning of a new chapter where technology and artistry coexist, each enhancing the other. Generative AI is revolutionizing video creation by enabling rapid and efficient text-to-video generation. This process involves inputting descriptive text, which the AI interprets to produce corresponding visuals, transforming written ideas into dynamic video content. For instance, users can generate stunning visuals like moving clouds or animated scenes with just a few clicks, showcasing the technology's versatility. These AI-generated elements can be seamlessly integrated into larger projects, significantly reducing production time. The ease of use for filmmakers and content creators is remarkable. Even those with minimal technical skills can harness this technology to bring their visions to life. As a result, generative AI is making video production more accessible and efficient than ever before. The films that will endure and the stories that will matter will likely be those that successfully blend AI's technical capabilities with irreplaceable human insight. They'll use algorithms to perfect visual effects while ensuring that beneath those effects lies genuine emotional truth. They'll leverage AI's efficiency in production while maintaining the creative vision that gives each film its unique voice. They'll embrace personalization and data analysis without surrendering to formulaic storytelling. Most importantly, they'll remember that at the heart of every great film is a fundamentally human story about love, loss, triumph, struggle, connection, and what it means to be alive. As creators and audiences, we stand at this crossroads together. We can either fear this tech revolution or engage with it thoughtfully, shaping how AI is integrated into filmmaking in ways that preserve what we value most about cinema. The conversation about AI's role in film isn't just about technology. It's about the future of storytelling itself, about how we choose to tell our stories and what truths we want those stories to convey. Cinema has always been about capturing the human experience, reflecting our dreams, fears, hopes, and struggles. As we navigate this brave new world where machines can generate content, let us ensure that the soul of filmmaking, the human touch that makes stories resonate across cultures and generations, remains at the center of everything we create. The technology will continue to advance. The tools will become more powerful. But the need for authentic human stories, told with emotion, wisdom, and the kind of insight that comes only from having lived, will never be replaced by algorithms. The question isn't whether AI will change filmmaking. It already has. The question is how we'll choose to use it. Will we let it diminish the artistry that makes cinema powerful, or will we harness it to expand the possibilities of storytelling while preserving the human expression that defines film its meaning? The answer will be written not by the technology itself, but by the choices we make today about how to integrate it into our creative process. As we move forward, let's embrace the possibilities while remaining vigilant about preserving what makes cinema an irreplaceable medium for human expression. The future of storytelling depends on it. If you found value in this exploration of AI's impact on cinema, I'd love to continue this conversation with you. Drop a comment below and share your perspective. Do you think AI will enhance the films of tomorrow, or are we at risk of losing something precious? Your insights matter, and we read every comment. If this video resonated with you, please hit that like button. It helps more people discover these important discussions about the future of storytelling. Share this material with friends, family, and fellow movie lovers who grew up cherishing the magic of cinema and need to understand how it's evolving. And if you haven't already, subscribe to AI for Boomers and ring that notification bell, because we're just getting started exploring how technology is reshaping the world we thought we knew. Together, we can navigate this brave new world while keeping the human heart of storytelling alive. Thank you for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.